Beautiful day with Coach Mimi here on YouTube. Today I'm going to be talking about fear is not the answer. Now, a lot of us have fear in us, and one thing you should know about fear is a demon. You did not look at fear from this angle, but I want you to start looking at fear as a demon. I want you to start looking at fear as something that comes to steal your joy, as a demon that comes to steal your power, as a tool that comes to destroy the work that you are building or the life that you are creating for yourself. Fear is not the answer. When you are going through things in life, the option that you have to take would be faith and not fear. A lot of times we replace faith with fear. We fear the future. We fear what the future holds for us. We fear what people will say. We fear what the outcome might look like. We fear to take that bold step. We fear. Fear is just a demon. The day that I started looking at fear as just a demon that wants to steal my joy, that day I had a breakthrough. Nothing scares me anymore. For me to live is gain. For me to die is gain. It's a win-win situation for me. I don't know about you, but in life or in death is a win-win situation for me. Probably because I have come to understand that and accepted, not just understand, but I've also accepted that in life we come to live and we come to die. What stands out for us or with us is the fact that you understand that living, while you are living, you do what the living does. While you are dead, you probably do not know what the dead do until you die and you find out, right? So do not let fear steal your joy. Do not let fear take over the blessings of God upon your life. Most times we fear the unknown, and the Bible has told us that God is the only one that sees the future. So why not hide yourself in Him so that fear does not overtake you, right? Fear is not the answer. A lot of time fear has held us back from reaching the promised land. A lot of time fear has held us back from actually enjoying God's blessing in our life. Let me give a little bit of example. When the Israelites crossed the Red Sea and they were moving into the wilderness, fear at one point overtook them. And because fear overtook them, fear is the demon that brings about a whole lot of, it's like the Bible says that when you clean your house, the demon goes out and look for brothers and sisters that looks like it and brings them back to say that this house is clean, right? When they crossed the Red Sea out of fear, because they were like, oh, now they realize that we are out of that Egypt. At least in Egypt we had gari to drink and peanuts to eat, or gari and sugar to drink. Now we are moving into a land that looks so dry, the land is not fertile, and fear overtook them. And in the midst of fear, what happened is they started questioning the power of the same God that had brought them out of Egypt. Can you believe that? Please go ahead and share. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Put in the comment section anytime that fear has ever dominated your faith in God or your faith in life or something. Just write any experience that you've had that fear has overtaken you, or anything that fear has done that is good or is bad. Sometimes fear can bring out even the good in us. I believe that, right? So when the Israelites went to the wilderness, they looked around, they saw no water. They looked around, they saw that everything was just dry. It's like, oh, that Egypt that was once a place of hell, a place of torment, started looking like a place of like heaven to them, started looking like they should have not left Egypt. And they started questioning Moses. Like, why did you bring us here? Go and read Exodus, you will find the story there. They started asking Moses, why did you bring us here? Why did you bring us here? And you brought us so we can die? These are the questions that they were asking based on how they were feeling, and trust me, they were afraid, and that is why they were asking all these questions. Their faith left them. They soon forgot that the God who brought them out of Egypt is still with them. They soon forgot that how powerful can it be for a sea to be open, for us to walk right through it. They just forgot out of a sudden that the sea just opened and they walked through it, right? Fear took over faith. And whenever fear takes over faith, the result is never a positive result. Most of the things that we go through in life, we have replaced it with fear. And because we have replaced these things with fear, when fear takes over you, what fear brings is doubt. That's one of the brothers that fear is gonna go bring, would be doubt. Oh my God, there's a moped in front of me and the driver is so slow. The cars now behind me are thinking that I'm the one that is so slow. You know? This road is 45, but I'm going 32 because there's a moped in front of me. But I'd rather be slow than hit him or knock him down. Yeah, I'm just saying, because the cars behind me are pressuring me. Like the one behind me is really close. Like, you don't know what is ahead of me. You're pressuring me like that. So, sorry about that distraction. So, yes, fear would rip you off your joy. Fear will bring doubt. Fear will bring fear will make you hate God. Fear will make you hate the people around you. Fear will just make you not achieve your goals or your dreams or your ambitions because you are afraid. Now, another thing that fear will do to you is make you have low self-esteem. I don't know if you know that. Yes, fear will rob you of your self-esteem. Fear will make you feel like you are worthless. Fear will make you feel like you don't deserve the good things of life. That is what fear does. Fear will make you feel like as a child of God, you are not supposed to be rich. As a child of God, you're just supposed to be poor. You're just supposed to be begging. You know, as a child of God, that's what fear will make you do. Like you don't deserve any good thing in life. And one other thing that fear does is fear will make you feel like the people around you are out to kill you. It can make you paranoid. Yes, fear will make you paranoid. Oh my God, the way this person is driving this scooter, it's not even a moped, it's a anyway, they call them mopeds. It's a scooter. I could flip this camera for you people to see. Are you even able to see? You're not able to see him. Oh, sorry, I'll flip the camera back. Fear is not the answer when you're going through difficulties. Fear is not the answer when something bad is happening in your life. Fear is not the answer. The answer is trust and faith. I don't want to be behind it. Let me switch my lane. I just switched my lane. Perfect. Because he made me slow. I should have been all the way forward now. Right? He's right here. I could show you guys the moped. So fear is not the answer when you're going through pain, when you're going through that fire. I want you to know that there is something that comes with faith. And some people are scared of death. One thing that I have come to understand, I used to be so afraid of death. But now I'm no longer afraid of death. I used to be so afraid of death. Like if somebody talks about death by me, I'm like, I start rebuking it, right? Even when they talk about death for themselves or about something, or the topic of death comes up, people are just talking, if I die, this is what I want to be done and all of that. I used to be so afraid of death to the point where, like, so afraid. Until this day, I don't eat at any funeral. Probably because I was still afraid of death. I'm not sure now. I've not been to any funeral recently, but I'm not sure what will happen or what would happen if I get to one. I'm not wishing for anyone right now. But fear had taken over me to the point where just talking or thinking about death, I was so afraid to the point where I actually feel my body knowing, like I feel the fear in me when somebody talks about death. Yep, that's how bad it was. Right. So one thing too that fear will make you do is fear will make you doubt your own self, doubt your abilities, doubt your capabilities, doubt who you are. Fear will crawl in and steal all the blessings or the joys that you have. Right now, let me give you guys an experience of mine, because right now I'm still struggling to get out of that space where I no longer. Hi Richard, nice to meet you. Hi James, hello, nice to meet you. Thanks for watching. Thank you all for watching. Continue to like, continue to share, keep your comments coming, and let your friends know that I'm here every morning, every work day, every morning, just chatting with you all on whatever topic comes to mind. You know, let me give you an example of what fear did to me, and I still think that I'm breaking out of it slowly. About 2 years ago, I drove for the first time to Durham, North Carolina, from Wilmington to Durham, North Carolina, by myself. Mind you that I have never driven for more than 1 hour. Right, I started slowly. I drove from Wilmington to Jacksonville for 1 hour. I had a friend that used to live there in Jacksonville, so I would drive out there so she can braid my hair. I can visit her. We had back-to-back sessions with as friends, you know. And then one time I had something to do 2 hours away, which was Durham, North Carolina. From Wilmington to Durham, North Carolina is 2 hours. And I asked my husband if he could drive me to Durham, and he said no. I stood there, I'm looking, I went online and I saw the price for an Uber to drive me to Durham. One way was $125. An Uber was $125. I came back again to him and I'm like, can you please drive me to Durham for this appointment? And he said no. I'm like, oh, my husband said no. Now I've checked Uber, and Uber is $125. That's a lot of money that I don't have for one way. So going there and coming back is $250 if I wanted to take Uber. You know what I did? I said, okay, what time do we have traffic? And all of this was because I was afraid. What time do we have traffic most in the day? What time is my appointment? My appointment is the next day. So I decided to go the day before, and at the time when traffic, I left the day before my appointment. I passed my favorite spot to park. I don't like where I want to park right now. I don't like this place I want to park. So I'm gonna go back and go park where I want to park, of course, because I like to park there. There's a tree there that prevents the sun from making my car too hot. Nobody understands why I park there. Plus, besides, if somebody wanted to hit my car, they would just hit one side of it and not both sides. Here's that. I'm spoiling my tire. I got on there. Perfect. So finally, I'm at work. I have 15 more minutes, then I clock in. So after begging my husband to drive me for that appointment that was 2 hours away, and he said no, I decided to check if Uber can take me, and the Uber price that I saw was gonna be $250 for a round ticket, or for a round trip. I don't have $250. And then I checked gas. Gas said I was going to spend only about $50. Right. I woke up that morning, planned myself, and said I was going to leave when the traffic is less. Lo and behold, the roads in America is not even like in Cameroon, where you have potholes, you have a lot of people stay on their lane here. Look at me. I drove 2 hours for the first time to that place in fear. This is how stiff I was in my car. This is how stiff I was. So stiff, and it wasn't even this car at that time. Even I was so stiff from the time. And then when I was like 1 hour into the trip, I started relaxing after playing my gospel music and just relaxing and all of that. And I had this calmness that came over me. A co-worker of mine just showed up to work, where there's a particular spot at work that we are all fighting for that spot. I think I'll have to end this session and come back, because I have to go get that spot right now. I'm not even lying to you guys. I have to go get that spot. But the good thing is I succeeded in going to she can have it. I'll hang here with you people. She can have it. I've been having it the whole week. She can have it. So I succeeded in driving to Durham, from Wilmington, North Carolina to Durham, North Carolina, 2-hour trip, something that I have never done before. I took the courage, Mount the Courage, and I drove, and it was so good. It was one of the best experiences in my life, right? By the time I got there, went to the office to see the office where my appointment is the next day. I actually saw the office, saw that there were hotels that were even closer to the office than the one where I had booked to stay, right, for my appointment the next day. I just drove around the town, actually went to the hotel, ordered me some food for that night, and then in the morning, now in my mind, because I'm very good at road geography, in my mind I now know where to go to for that my appointment, for my interview. And then that was my citizenship interview, and then I got in my car, drove to that office easy. When my interview was over, because I had just checked out of the hotel, when my interview was over, I just put my stuff in my bag, my bag, put in my car, and drove from that interview back home. That was another 2 hours. But guess what? I did not know that God was preparing me for me to be able to take another Cameroonian mommy to that place. A couple of months or a year later after that, this Cameroonian mommy of mine needed to go to that embassy as well, not embassy, to go to that immigration office as well to get her own citizenship as well. And there was no one to take her. They just asked me. Good thing too, at that time I had nothing to do. So I offered. I said, yes, I can drive you there. I can take you there. And I drove her there. We drove there. And then she said there were things that she wanted to buy in a mall around that area. I have never been in that area. Because I had been there before, I just said, you know what, now I have the courage. That's how I was driving on a 6-lane road. 6 lane on one side, 6 lane. Cars were switching lanes like crazy. But I did it. I forgot about my fear. You guys would not believe that I did not put cream on my face. I did not put cream on my face. I'm just now realizing that I did not put cream on my face. Hurry, I was rushing so that I can have enough time to make video for you guys. Thank God I have this hand lotion in my car. It's a hand, but I'm going to put it on my face. I hope it doesn't spoil my face, give me rashes or anything. It says for incredible soft skin, jojoba oil vitamin E. Please don't spoil my skin. I did not put cream on this face. Can you believe that? No wonder my face looks so dry. I'm wondering, like, is it the camera or what? You see, if I was afraid of you guys now, I will not put this cream on my eye, on my face. My skin is going through something. I don't know what it is, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, do not allow fear to take over. Fear is not the answer. Whatever plans you have, whatever things you want to do, do them. Regardless of what you're going through, regardless of who is saying what, regardless of what people will say, take the courage to do that thing that you want to do for yourself. Because if you keep postponing it because you're afraid, you're thinking of what people will say, you will never do it, you will never achieve it. If Microsoft was afraid, we will not have computers today. We will not even have the telephones today. If everyone was afraid, slavery would not have ended. People took up courage to stand, to say that no, enough is enough. Okay? So it's the same thing that I want you to do. Get rid of fear in your hearts and start doing what is necessary and what is good for you. Okay? Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging here with me. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share, and remember that we're going to be here every day at this time. You can either catch me when I'm almost finishing, or when I'm just starting, or when I'm in the middle of it all. But today we were saying that fear is not the answer. Whatever you are going through, mount the courage to take that bold step, because otherwise you will not do it. It's better you take the step and you fail than not take it and start regretting that if I had known. It is better for you to always take that first step. It is better for you to fail. Make up your mind and tell yourself that it is better for me to fail than for me not to even know what would have happened if I had taken that step. Right? See, I put cream on my skin now. It's looking better than it was before because I forgot to put cream on my face. Yeah, most times I don't put cream on my face. So yes, guys, thank you so much. God continue to bless you all, keep you safe and sound, and give you strength to know that fear is not the answer. Whatever you are going through, keep in mind that you have to take that bold step first to see what happens before you give up. If nothing happens, then you keep moving forward. Like I said, if the people who ended slavery were afraid of what the whites would do to them, they would not have ended slavery. If Moses was afraid of what Pharaoh would do to him, he would not have even brought the Israelites out of Egypt to cross the Red Sea. There are so many Bibles. If your parents were afraid, they would not have started the business that they did, or they would not have moved out of the village to give you the life that they are giving you. If you let fear take hold on you, you would miss out on the joys of life. You just have to take that bold step, that leap of faith. Take that leap of faith and tell yourself that I'm going to do it, and if I fail, I will learn from the mistakes. I'm going to ask myself, what is that thing that has made me to fail? And from there, you will be able to recover, and now you know what has made you to fail. And because you now know what has made you to fail, you will do the right thing. And that helps, because that's an experience that you have to share with people that, oh, this is what I did that made me to fail. I don't know if you understand what I said. Right? So fear is not the answer. When you go through those deepest waters in your life, remember to wake Jesus up. Remember to know that fear is not an option. Tell yourself fear is not an option when you are making that decision in your life that will change your life or change the life of the lives of the people that are around you. Okay, fear is not an option. Do not let fear rob you of your joys. Do not let fear steal the happiness that God has in store for you, for the things that you have not seen. Take that leap of faith and get out of that toxic relationship. Do not be afraid of what will happen, oh this, oh that. Take that leap of faith. Do not be afraid of what people will say. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of what people will say, that, oh, my marriage crashed or this. No, take that leap of faith of fear, that leap of faith against fear, and see how God will elevate you and lift you up high, and you will actually see that, if I had not taken, when you look back, you say, if I had not come out of that toxic marriage, I might have died. Right? Another thing that we need to know is a lot of people stay in places where they don't belong. They are not valued, because they are afraid of what people will say. They are afraid of what will happen if I come out. Oh, this man is the one paying the bills. This man is the one doing this. This man is the one doing that. Now, if I come out, he will not provide. He will not do this. What do I do? When you come out, you will see God use other people to give you those things that he gave you, and maybe even better. Yes, because you took the leap of faith. Fear has kept a lot of women in toxic marriages. Fear has kept a lot of people in toxic relationships. Fear has kept a lot of people in toxic environment. Fear of the unknown. What will happen if I don't do this, if I leave, or if I don't leave? What will happen? What will happen? What will happen? Take the leap of faith. Take that leap of faith and say, okay, whatever happens, happens. Let me see. If some of your family members who came to America through the Mexican line, if they were afraid of what they will meet in the jungles, they will not be here today. If they were afraid of the stories that people told them about walking through the forest to get here from Mexico on their feet to get to America, they would not have taken that. But they took the leap of faith to get to America, and now some of them are living their dream. Now some of them are doing what they are able to do. As long as you have faith, let that faith take over fear. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Share your experiences with fear in the comment section. Bye-bye.